Hey, this is Baka Proof Radio, where we talk about absolutely nothing for 10 minutes or more. So this is a new show, just something we wanted to try out, like a small mini podcast format where, like in the intro says, we talk about anything we want. It could be anime roundups, plans for the channel, just interesting points of discussion, or anything else. So first, let's do introductions. I'm B-Sensei, the hamster, the person you usually hear in the videos. And yeah, one of the first people to start a channel along with Aho-kun.
Hi everyone, I'm Aho-kun, and I'm the designer. I edit all the videos. I'm the one who slaves away behind the scenes and no one knows about
That's
me.
right, he's a slave. That's right. And we have our newest member, sorry for cutting you off just now, Same-san.
Why'd you say it like that?
I forgot for a second. I was about to say kun. And we have our newest member of the gang, Same-san.
Hey everyone, this is Same-san. I typically am the guy who does all the boost editing, and you might see me trolling around
He's
in
a
the
shark.
comments. I am a shark.
He's a shark.
Same-des.
He's swimming in the comments.
That's what I do.
You can find Same-san basically answering most of the questions in the comments, like a shark thirsty for knowledge, as if the knowledge was blood, but it's just knowledge. So, let's do a quick chat about how this channel actually started between me and Aho-kun. Aho-kun, do you remember our first conversation that actually led to the channel starting?
Kind of. It's kind of like, well, for a long time, it's always been me struggling to learn or wanting to learn Japanese. I've tried like a million different things, and I just come back to you and ask you all these questions because you explain it really well. So then I was just like, you know what, we need someone like someone who does the anime teaching, like a Trunks manga, because we're looking at him. But I'm just like, every time I watch him, I just don't understand what he's trying to teach me. He's just telling me what it is.
Shout out to Trunks manga, by the way.
Yeah, so that's pretty much where it started.
Yeah, and I think we had the idea for a while, but like I think we were both just bored, right? Like it really just hit a point of boredom.
I think it also had to do with like us. We both have tried like internet presence, and it never really went through. We just like a big hit with our friends, and we're just like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty like just posting on Facebook statuses is kind of a waste of time. As terrible as it sounds, but
And then you were just like, okay, pick some sentences from an anime, and then I'll help you figure it out. And I was like, okay. And then you did it, and then I kind of did like the proof of concept on that really hard sentence.
yeah.
And
Do
here we
you
are.
remember? Do you remember what the first sentence was?
I can only pick a few words from it.
It was like "sonna
You
harai."
know what I say?
Yeah, gurai
Something-
ni shika tsukawanakatta or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't think I even remember it perfectly, but it was something like that. Oh, we should also talk about how Same-san got joined into
Okay.
it.
Easy.
So
Tell him about how he failed the test.
how he didn't fail the test.
He did. I remember it straight out. I was just like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yeah, well, okay, so I guess I'll tell it because it came from me mostly.
Yeah.
It was like, so I met Same-san, and he was very interested in what we were doing. And this was after our first like Reddit
Spike.
judgment. We put our video on Reddit. It
Call
got
it
a lot of
Reddit.
traction, and it was really cool. And then he's just like, yeah. Even before the video, he was just like, oh yeah, you know, like what you're doing is cool. And then I knew he had some Japanese knowledge, technical stuff, and Japanese. So I was like, oh, you should meet my friend Baka Sensei. And you were like, I don't know about this guy. I don't know if he actually knows Japanese.
Yeah, I was
And then-
skeptical, man. I was skeptical.
And then you sent him like a page or like a panel from a manga, and he couldn't read it or something. I don't know. You tell that part. I was.
Yeah, so basically, your Aho-kun was like, hey, this guy looks like he's a genuine guy. Like this guy seems real. When he told me, hey, you should trust this person, my initial response was like, I can't do that. I didn't even check to see what was he about. But what I did remember is that he in the comments on Facebook, he was really supportive. Like you said, even before the Reddit spike. You know the one thing that pretty much convinced me it'd probably work out.
What?
I think the moment you said, yeah, I don't want anything from you at all. I just want to work on this with you because it seemed really interesting. Like you said something along those lines. Like you're like, money's not important to me. I just want to work on this because it's a cool project. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, yeah, he's in. Like at that point, because you know what I mean. Like he was just like, he just wants to do it because it's cool, and that's like the best.
Well, I knew
reason
that
possible.
already. That's why I brought him up. If it was just so like I don't have a lot of friends, and this guy's like I didn't talk to this guy that much either. It's just
Yeah.
he's talking to me a lot about this, and I was just like, oh, this guy's really into it. And we
Yeah.
only had like 80 subs at the time, so
Yeah, that's the coolest thing. Yeah, we just only had 80 subs. Like, it was still just like a nothing channel.
what was going through your mind, Sam?
Spent a fair bit of time in Japan, and then about this time I've been back in America for like about a year, and I felt myself getting like drained over time, like just Japanese and Japanese culture just kind of flooding away from my brain, and so I saw this channel, and you know I had met you guys in person before, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna try really hard to get involved with this. You know, if they don't let me in, like it's cool. Like, you know, crying is okay. You know, you're allowed to cry. Like that's something I learned in high school. But you know, just I was like, I'm gonna try to get involved. I have business experience. I have a little bit of like coding experience. I'm an IT project manager by trade, so I mean I know a lot about kind of like keeping things running, so I knew I could help in some way, and my like years of Japanese and being in Japan
Yeah.
kind of is actually more like the icing on the cake. Like
It really
I
is. Yeah.
yeah,
I would icing on the cake is a really good way to put it, because I do remember you saying at one point like your skill set is like almost disturbingly matching to what you think would work out. And like that, like I was just thinking about that yesterday. It's so true. It's like creepy.
yeah, it's just funny. Like I started college as a film major, so if you guys
Really?
do videos. Yeah, I started
Did not
college as
know
a film
that.
major. I had a job, I had an internship in college where I did nothing but use InDesign. So like that's another you know step in the right direction. And then you know the years of Japanese, and you know my new major, which is like information systems. So it works out, I think.
That's a fun fact actually. All the animals in Baka Proof are all information system majors.
Oh, that's right. That's true. I didn't notice that.
I think we're just noticing that right now.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to Baka Proof Radio.